What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Hunter x Hunter 1999 original version review video here. Get ready to get started with a review video in a second. The reaction video is pinned in the comment section below. Be sure to click that link, watch my reaction, and then come back to this video. Let me know your thoughts on this episode for episode 51. Title of the episode is Spider Yorknew Assemble, and I really did indeed enjoy this episode. I talked about this at the end of the reaction video, where I was just saying, like, at a certain point, once things started to really flow in a specific direction, that I was just really enthralled and engaged in this episode. Was trying my best to pay attention to the dialogue. We got the chance to see that Kurapika and crew were basically getting the rundown of the mission in the hotel room, and just explaining, like, you know, things need to go in a specific way. Now, the one guy he talked to, I want to say he talked to his boss, who is the father of Neon here, over the phone, but he was just telling him, like, you know, he doesn't want her to go to the auction, just take her out shopping, this, that, and the third. You know, and I like the fact that he gave them the rundown of, like, you know, this is what we're doing here. You know, we're just gonna split into teams, 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, whatever. We're gonna have somebody doing the bidding, somebody else being security, somebody else being surveillance. We're just gonna go with whatever the auction is gonna flow, because there's that threat, because basically they got a tip basically of there possibly being an attacker hitting the auction. That would of course be, the spotter trope, right? And Kurapika, they talked about the 3 items: the mummy stuff, the DNA stuff, and of course the the eyes from his people. It showed all 3 images, and of course the one that stood out the most was, of course, Kurapika's eyes from his clan. But I also I liked the conversation between the daughter and the father in the car before this scene, where she was just talking about, she wants to go to the auction and experience it, but she also wants to go out to go shopping. But then she activates her Nen writing ability, and she starts writing down the fortune telling stuff. That was just really, really cool to see her do that. She's definitely in that trance. And the guy here, he picks up the papers and he has this book, and that's when he, of course, talked to her father over the phone. It was just explaining the fortune teller stuff, and that's why his father was just like, or her father was just like, don't do this, just take her out shopping, and this, that, and the third. So I really enjoyed that scene. But then we also got a chance to see the spider truck walking out in the desert. That was an interesting conversation for them. Just have them out there walking around, and then see 2 of them fighting randomly. I guess because of something that one of them said, they just started fighting randomly while the others were just continually walking. But then we got Gon and Kahlua hanging out outside. They, Gon wanted to see the sights just a little bit, but Kahlua was just like, look, we just need to focus on, getting this money for this auction, because we got to get it before the auction even gets there. That's when Gon was just like, well, you're the one that decided to go gambling and this, that, and the third. Kahlua did say he had, like, I want to say over 200 million Jenny, but he lost it all when he decided to bid more. Like, dude, like, don't do that again, right? But then that's when we have them, while they're out, Leo pops up. They have some fun dialogue together. Really enjoyed that dialogue that they had with each other. And Leo stopped them from buying that phone, and then he brings up the Nen stuff, and then that's when they're talking about the money that they need, and him and Gon were looking up some info on the computer. Excuse me. And then that's when they decide to continue doing what they're doing. And then we get Hisoka with Spider Trope. We get Chrollo out there, in there amongst the people. He tells them, like, it's what we're going to be doing. Of course, one of the members that's supposed to be getting ready to fight, more than likely going to fight Kurapika soon. Asking Chrollo, like, can we? Yes, we're supposed to be doing, but can I hurt and harm people? Can I take them out? Chrollo said yes. He got excited. Just really just like that scene here in the episode. And then of course that's when we get the infamous arm wrestling scene with Gon, Kurapika, Kahlua. Leo and Kahlua. where they are basically scamming folks, where Gon is like, faking it out. He's acting like he's gonna lose. He acts like he has some strength in him, and then he wins. And then we get Shuzu here, who pops up here. I really love this part. It was fun just to see Gon do his thing, but I really love the fact that she popped in and she forced Gon to actually try. And all the other guys were failing tremendously, but she actually forced him to try. She used her non-dominant hand, and Gon ended up winning. She thanks him for it, then she leaves, goes up with the rest of the crew, and that's when one of them was just saying, like, why didn't you use your dominant hand? She was like, I should have, but when he put his right hand up, I put my right hand up, and I'm like, dude, like, she said it. She's like, I would rather go back and try again. If she would have went back, I honestly believe that she would have won, because again, she's saying she didn't use her dominant hand, she didn't use her left hand. I'm a lefty myself, so I'm just like, hey, maybe that could have went down, maybe that possibly could have been a possibility with that, but with all of that said, guys, everything just flowed in this episode. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I had a lot of fun with it. Was paying attention to a lot of dialogue that was going on. It was just really fun to see, everybody as we're preparing for the auction and everything like that. I can't wait for the auction to happen. But with that, leave some comment section below. What did you all think of episode 51 for today? Let's talk about some things. And as always, I will hopefully talk to you all next time with more Hunter x Hunter 1999 original version reaction and review videos to come soon. Peace, guys.